All right. Let me see if I find the right video. Unfortunately, I cannot hear anything. I apologize. I don't know what is happening. I don't know if my microphone is working. And I have a very slow connection today. Let me see if it's working. I have a challenge with my big computer. I am using my laptop. So this is going to be very, very challenging. I don't even know if it's going to work. If anybody in YouTube can listen my voice, please let me know, because for some reason I cannot hear absolutely anything. No, what happened? Maybe it's working, but I cannot hear. Let me see. Sound. Oh, okay. Looks like it's okay. Okay. Okay, it's working. I had the wrong speakers. Looks like it's okay. Okay, everybody, I will put the intro again just because I need to start Facebook. Okay, it's working. I had the wrong speakers. Okay, everybody, I will put the intro again just because I need to start Facebook. Okay, it's working. All right, everybody. Is anybody here? 5 people watching now. Eddie, you look fine and sounds fine. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you Claudia, Paco, Judy. Hola Judy, ¿cómo te va? Y gracias Claudia. Thank you everybody. I just connect with YouTube. As I said, I have a challenge because I am using my laptop. I just want to see if Facebook is working, and we start. Okay, looks like it's working in Facebook too. Okay. Yeah, everything is working in Facebook too. Hola Gaby, ¿cómo te va? Today, I'm going to talk about a fascinating experience that I had yesterday with a new client. It's a client that came several times and last week sent me a text, or actually I was checking up on him. I felt that I need to talk to him, and he told me, I'm not doing well. I took a fall, a very bad fall, and I have a terrible I hit my forehead, I have a concussion, and I have an excruciating pain in the back of my head. All right? Last week I told him, hello Brenda, hola Brenda, and Jenny Marilu Castro. So this client of mine took a fall, had a concussion, and had an excruciating pain in the back for the last week, and pain from the beginning of the fall. On Friday or on Saturday, I told him, I will send you a distance session tomorrow for 1 hour. It didn't help much. Yesterday, gracias Jenny, me alegra mucho. We were talking yesterday in the morning. I told him, come, because this is very serious. But before, I asked him to come with my pendulum and the graph, the videos. I have the videos in YouTube. I checked his energy and I was shocked because I found several serious energy blockages in the head. Very, very serious. The deepest one that we can find in a person. So I was really concerned because I never found so many, and I'm going to be honest, I found evil entities, human spirit attachments, non-human spirit attachments, that for that person is impossible. So I checked with one of my mentors. I had 2 teachers, Alberto, my Reiki teacher, and another person who I learned a lot from her, and she can see the energy. So I test her. Is it possible that with a concussion somebody can get so many entities? She says there is a window that the energy field could be open, but it's not very likely. So I didn't know what to do. And during the session, following what I learned from Tina Zion, the book Advanced Medical Intuition, I asked my client, I want you to imagine that you are on another life, your last life. What is it that you see? And he told me, before you asked me that, I saw myself in a trench at war. There we go. We didn't need to, hello cielo, Pamela and Anne. I didn't need to do anymore. He was at war. What happened, we don't know. If he was shot, a bomb something blew him out, but the pain and the entities were there. So I focus, I put my hands on the several positions that we use in Reiki on the head, first over here, over here, over here, but the intention was to remove these toxic energies. And he started describing what he was seeing. He's very good at seeing colors, and everything that he was seeing, it was very close related with the trauma of being at war. Very close related to the trauma of being blown out or shot in the head at war. And so before I asked him the question, what do you see that happened in your last life? He was seeing him at war, in a world war. We thought that was the First World War, and in a trench. At the end of the session, the excruciating pain for 7 weeks or for 10 days, by yesterday, about 8 days, and after the concussion and the excruciating pain was gone. He couldn't believe it. And then we realized that this is something that I also learned from Tina Zion, that many times when we die violently in an accident, we are killed or even commit suicide, in the next life we are going to relieve the symptoms of that pain at the same age. And this is what happened with this gentleman. He was reliving the experience of being killed at war. So today, I will show you to you because it's really fascinating. he sends me pictures and he says, it wasn't the First World War, it was the second. And this is very much like what I saw in the how is it? So you can see more or less the pictures that he sent me. And then he sent me 2 more pictures. Let me see. So this is what I saw when you asked me that. So anyway, when we are looking for healing, we need to look for the deep root causes. I forgot to see if anybody has a question. I will try to see if anybody has a question in my slow system. As I told you, I am in maybe I can go on my phone and see if anybody has a question. I cannot see anything on Facebook. Let me see if anybody has a question in YouTube. No, nobody has a question. All right. What is my point? Many times we have pain, people have pain from many years, and we don't we think that okay, I don't see any question. Perfect. This is strange. Okay. So we need to look for the deep root causes of the symptoms we are experiencing. Sometimes it's in this lifetime, a month before, a year ago. And today I have a new client. She told me I had this pain in my stomach, in my shoulders, in my chest for 40 years. I am checking her energy and I find a human spirit attachment of a deceased person. I just asked a question to my pendulum. It's not to my pendulum, it's to my higher self, and the pendulum gives me an answer. And she opened her eyes. I never interrupt a session, a client in a session. I say, well, since you open your eyes, I would like to ask you what happened if any relative died lately that affect your life very much. She said, my brother died 40 years ago. And at the beginning of the session, she told me I've been having these pains for 40 years. So the brother was killed. And she was feeling the presence of her brother all the time. That's a sign. I forgot to tell you something fascinating. My client yesterday, a man, he told me when it was the time to do the military service, I was scared to death. In my whole body, I knew that if I do the military service, it's the end of my life. What do you think that means? That his soul is remembering what happened in the life before being in the military, being in the war. So with the picture that he sent me today, he realized that he was a German soldier because those are the pictures that he saw in his mind yesterday, and it was the Second World War. This is fascinating. All right, my friends. The woman today, we released his brother that was around her, and she told me he was always, I asked her, do you think that he was protecting you? Yes, she said, because he was my older brother. So the older brother in a South American family is always the protector of all the 9 brothers. So anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you this. It may be useful for you. You may find a person that has a chronic pain for years. Ask them, was there any event, anybody who died or any event with a person? And most of the times we are going to find one. All right, today, since I have a very precarious setup because I have to work with my laptop, I will bring my harmonium here and we are going to do the session here. Just give me a couple of minutes, but we start the session right now. Deep healing is not just running the energies to make you feel good for a while. I am so cold today. I have 2 sweaters. All right, I don't know how I'm going to do this. We are just going to do this just like that. Anyway, it's going to be fine. All right. I'm trying to see. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Goddess, to inform Long Yang. Long Yang, the instructions are there on the left or below the video. Unfortunately, my connection with YouTube, with Facebook, was interrupted 2 times. I will see if I can connect again. And so there is not much to talk about the subject, other than usually when there is a deep chronic pain, usually pain, fatigue, something that we cannot find out where is it coming from. Probably it's coming from other lives. Oh, the microphone is over there. I had a hello Liz, nice to see you. We are having the Reiki training the first week of May. If anybody has a question. Hello Dalia, I'm so sorry I didn't call you. I've been so busy. You will have to call me, Dalia. I didn't forget about this. Oh, from Sydney, Australia, Long Yang 888. Dalia, I'm so sorry I forgot to call you. I don't know what happened. I cannot see other comments. All right, everybody. If you have any question, let me know. I lost all my audience in Facebook because the video shut down twice. I have a very primitive connection today. My big, beautiful, powerful laptop died when? Yesterday. So I need to change the video card. Lorraine from Melbourne, Australia. Hello Lorraine, nice to have you here. These group healing sessions are done every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday in English, Thursday in Spanish, from 6:45 to 7. I talk a little bit. 7 to 7:30 we do the group healing session, and if anybody has a question, I answer the questions now. If there are no questions, since there are more people in YouTube, what about if any of you have a question? And I will mention another experience I had with my client, another client last week, since we are talking about these past lives. This lady told me in the last 2 sessions I have this challenge, this jealousy, this feeling of betrayal, and I don't know where is it coming from. And we did the process. However, after the session, I asked her to imagine that she's in a past lifetime, and what happened. And she said, well, the feeling that comes is betrayal. Somebody abandoned me because I see the back of a man leaving me. And we did a process, and everything that she saw, everything that was through her mind, in her imagination, was exactly just exactly what I found out at the beginning on the energy of her body. The energy of this betrayal that caused so much pain in another life was in her body, was right there in her body. And with just a little analysis, what I do is I find where the energy blockages are, how deep they are. If there is a spirit attachment, that means usually a deceased person, that the energy is still attached to the person. Or in these cases, that pain, emotional pain of betrayal, the physical pain of the excruciating back pain of this client that he saw he was in the war, or this woman who had this, the brother was killed. And when somebody is killed, is in war, in an accident, or commit suicide, the soul is lost. And the first thing that they find is they are not dead. The energy is there. Para los que hablan en español, vivito y coleando, como decimos en mi país. So we realize that we are not dead. We simply we don't have a body. So the soul never dies, it's the energy. If you see a person, if you are a Reiki practitioner, buy that book, Advanced Medical Intuition from Tina Zion, and just read it. You will find incredible information. Even though we have the capacity to remove energy blockages, this gives us the ability to go deeper and to help better our clients. For example, in my case, I have problems in my knee since I was a kid. At 16, I broke a torn ligament, something, and the meniscus in the right knee, and then in my 40s, the left one, I didn't have a surgery, but hurts. And this healer friend of mine told me, no, this is very deep. She didn't tell me anything because he's a person, he's a humble person. And this is another thing. The greatest healers are humble people. They are not telling you, I see everything, I see the past life, I see the future. Like I tell you, I don't see anything. They keep it for themselves and they use it in their healing practice. All these people who put up a show, it's very likely that they are not doing a deep job. It's more likely they are going for the money. So this lady told me the problem in my knees is a very deep, and she meant something in past life or something like that. And I received a lot of healing from her, and all of a sudden one day I realized I don't have pain anymore. Took a lot of healing, a lot of distance healing. But now it's over. Alright, my friends, I don't know if everybody's gone in YouTube. I cannot go to Facebook. Oh yes, I am here. Sena Rubio. Bueno, Sena, comunícate conmigo. Voy a poner mi email aquí. Me encantaría hablar y nos comunicamos por email primero. Okay, Sena, I put my email, Carlos at healingforthiscentury.com, and then we can talk over the phone. Even though if you go to my website, you will find my phone. I have no secrets. I have a very open life. Still dealing with my throat. And my throat, I know I have a big energy blockage here. Well, I don't know what do you refer to, Brenda, but I would like to know what is it that you refer. All right, today I don't have anything else to say other than I love you all. I hope to see you next week. Next week we are going to do meditation. We are going to start with simple meditations, and we are going to go deeper and deeper. Meditation is the only thing that will keep our sanity and our health. There is no other way to eliminate stress, energy blockages, and to keep our brain awake and sharp. As I said, I love you all, and I see you next Thursday for those who speak Spanish, and next Tuesday to the English speaking people. Bye bye. I am trying to disconnect Facebook first, and since sometimes in YouTube people have questions, I'm going to check one more time. Thank you for participating, everybody. I don't know, I feel that I'm missing comments in YouTube. Okay, everybody. If I don't have any questions, Paco. Okay, no, everything's good. Thank you, Goddess. I need to send you an email. Dalia, I will text you now. And I see you next week. I hope I will stop recording. I will fix my computer. Bye bye, everybody.